Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mo Chuck channel. I said Chuck. So Ellen DeGeneres, she's talking about when she came out of the closet 20 years ago. It's been 20 years. Gosh, she's now 61, so she was 41 when she came out of the closet. And Ellen was one of those women, kind of like Rosie O'Donnell. You kind of knew. I mean, really, you did. I'm not saying everybody that's a little butch is a lesbian, because no, that's not the way it works. There's some mighty feminine lesbians. Yes, there are. But with some women and men, you kind of just, you might not know for sure, but you can kind of pretty much guess. Like with Liberace, you could kind of guess. With Rock Hudson, maybe not so much. So, it varies. I had a teacher, and he was kind of, feminine. And if you had a lineup, say, which man's straight and which man is gay, you would guess that he was gay. I mean, because he just, he wasn't at that Liberace level, but he was on the feminine side. But he had a wife, which I know doesn't really mean anything. And he had 6 children, which again doesn't mean anything. It just means he closed his eyes and pictured Rock Hudson while he was yeah, crank me out, a baby, honey. But the odds are he was straight. He lived a straight life, I think, pretty much. So you can't always tell, you really can't. So over on People.com, the article with Ellen DeGeneres, she says the show ended because it came out. This is a long story, but they really didn't want me to come out. I wanted to come out. I said it's my life. I want to come out. I want the character to come out. It's time. I said I'm going to lose a career. Like, you can just put another show on. It's my show to lose, even though it wasn't my show. So anyway, she came out, the character came out, and then after that, ABC, they lost a bunch of sponsors, and the show, lost ratings because they quit promoting. Once they started losing sponsors, they quit promoting it. The ratings dropped, and the show got canceled. And this was in around 1997. But the cancellation of the Ellen Show, that's really not a thermometer of how the American people felt. That's a thermometer of how the government was behaving, how the corporate police state was behaving with that almighty advertisement dollar. And like you're seeing on YouTube and other media online, where the corporate police state wants to control the message, control the media through advertisement dollars. You had that going on then. It was through the television. I mean, what's happening on YouTube is not really anything new. The corporate police state has always tried to control people. They just have, and it's not good. It's really not good. And the degree that people like Ellen would defend that corporate police state coming down on conservatives, given their history, it's appalling. It is appalling that they would actually support that corporate police state going after anybody given their own history. It really is. But see, in Ellen's mind, it's conservatives. It's conservatives that hurt her. It was conservatives that hurt her. That's the way she thinks. She doesn't consider, no, it was the government. It was the corporate police state that hurt her. No, she wants to blame the general population and the conservatives in the general population. No matter how much they show how much they love her now, she's still bitter because of 1997. She's still bitter because of 1997. There's a psychology there, and I understand it. I do. And part of that bitterness even goes toward the gay community, like Elton John, who went through his own, a journey. She says that Elton John hurt her feelings because he said, just shut up already about it. Just shut up about it already. See, it started out when it was happening, and she felt like it was being celebrated, and she felt everything was wonderful, and then just everything come down on her. But still, there was still a topic of conversation. I'm not sure why it was a topic of conversation. I mean, people could have guessed even before she came out. but uh, but Elton John, and see, there again, she's not seen it the way that he intended it. He was trying to give her a little bit of career advice because he had already gone through it down the journey, and he put it out there. And then, his career was not based on him being gay. His career was based on him being a very talented composer, writer, and singer. That's what his career was based on. His career was not based on being gay. And he was trying to give her advice: get back to being a comedian. Get back to being a comedian. Don't try to define yourself as a lesbian. Define yourself as a comedian. Don't destroy yourself. That's what he's trying to tell her. She didn't get it. So, he hurt my feelings. He hurt my feelings. And there again, I understand the psychology. Sometimes when people are being trying to be helpful, we take it as them trying to be hurtful because we don't want to hear the advice. We're on a road and we want to stick to that road and we don't want anybody to tell us, look, you need to get off that road. You're on the wrong road, baby. You're on the wrong road. And as it turned out, basically her talk show career is based on her being a lesbian. Now, she made a career out of being a lesbian. So maybe she was right and Elton John was wrong, but he was trying to give her some good advice. Get back to being a comedian. You're funny. Take advantage of it. And she says people were making fun of her. They were quipping jokes, and that hurt her feelings, too. It made her really depressed. She's a comedian. She come out. People make jokes. Why couldn't she laugh along? Basically, when you're attacked with jokes, laugh along and show a little wit and put the jokes back. Turn the jokes back on the person. Have a little wit about you. You make your own jokes. She's a comedian. And then in the article, Ellen DeGeneres basically lies. She does. She basically lies. She says in the gay community, she was looked at as the new leader, but that wasn't what she wanted either, according to her. I didn't want to be a leader, she admitted. I didn't want to be political. I didn't want to be an activist. I just wanted to be free from a secret. That's all I wanted. Well, no, if that's all she wanted, that's all she would have got. So that's basically a lie. And sometimes we don't really fully understand what we want. So we lie to ourselves. I've seen people say, well, I'd never do that. I'd never do that. I'd never do that. That's their mantra. I would never do that. And then you turn around twice and you see they're doing exactly that. I will never ride the screen machine. I will never ride the screen machine. I will never ride the screen machine. Woo! Yeah. People don't always know what they're about. They really don't. And she says she didn't really make the gay community happy because they didn't think that she was doing enough. The gay community being bitchy, imagine that. The gay community being bitchy. Oh, that's a shocker, man. That's a shocker. Yeah. Oh, man. And of course, there are groups within the gay community who pretend to be advocates for the gay community who really aren't. They've done as much to hurt people in the gay community as they've done to help. They've done some good and some bad. But and especially with comedians and writers that exploring different ideas and not always being positive toward the gay leadership and the gay community overall. Part of that gay leadership, they really come down on those people. They really do. There's one writer that because he's to some degree he's actually telling the truth about certain things, and hell, they would burn him. They would burn him at the stake if they could. They totally despise him, even though he's part of the community. But he's not walking the walk. So she's not the only one that's brought that up. But part of the people that pretend to be advocates for the community really aren't. They're after that money. They're after that money. Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. Oh, there's still a problem. We got to solve the problem. You see, if you don't have a problem, you can't raise money. You got to have a problem to raise money, and they're after the money. They're after the money. They're after the money. And part of them aren't even really gay. They're closeted straight people. um, now, it seems like I'm being hard on Ellen DeGeneres. That's not the way I intended it. I like Ellen DeGeneres, but she really should have Trump on her show. She should have Donald Trump on her show. She should not censor the president of the United States. You'd think that she, of all people, would know that. She should not be promoting censorship. You know, especially after that corporate police state did her so badly, that deep state did her so badly, and they did do her badly. You would think that she would know you don't go along with that. But then I guess that's how she's become successful, is she did turn it around and she played the game. She walked the walk. She did what she had to do to become successful and make the moolah. The moolah, the moolah, the moolah, the moolah. Yeah. I'd probably be a sellout if I could figure it out. It's just I peddle it. Nobody wants it, man. Nobody wants it. I'd be a total sellout if anybody wanted it. Oh, man. Much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. Thank you.